Uh, Hello everyone. So today the problem which we are going to discuss is make array elements equal to 0, and it is a easy category problem. So what the problem is stating, a solution will be presented in Python for this problem. So what is given here is that you are given an integer array nums. You can start at any position cur such that nums cur is equal to 0 and choose a direction either left or right. So you can start from any position, like suppose we will take this example 10203. So suppose you have taken like 1 0 2 0 and 3. So you can start from any index that is having nums of that particular index, element at a particular index is 0, and then you can start moving in any direction. Now the rule is game is over once you go out of the range, like go out of 0 or n-1, then the game is over. If current number is equal to 0, then you go on in the direction which you are already going. Suppose you start from here, and suppose there are 2 0, and you have chosen that I will be moving to the right. From this 0 you are moving to the right. So if you are moving to the right, at the next 0 also you are moving to the right. There is no option to the change the direction. But if it is not equal to 0, then what you can do is you will decrease the nums of, suppose here it is 2. So what you can do is, now once you reach any number which is not 0, so you will decrease it by 1, and you will change your direction, and you will take one step in that direction. So you will go to 0, and since you have started going in the reverse direction, like left direction, so you are on the 0, you cannot change direction here, you are going to go to the left only. So this is a problem. Now what we have to told here, we have to do here is, we have to tell the what is the possible number of valid selections, so that if we choose any particular direction and any valid index, for that all the nums, whole nums should be 0, whole array should be 0, and it should follow all the rules, and yeah, the whole array should be converted to 0 till the game ends. When the game ends, once you reach out of the 0, out of the 0th index, or out of the n-1 index, till then all the elements should be 0. So following this rule, the intuition, we have to tell the number of valid ways in which we can choose an index as well as direction. So here the intuition is like, for this problem is like that. Let me tell you, suppose this is index 0, and there is some number like something, and there is some number following it. Now you start from 0 in any direction. As you encounter any number x, suppose, you will turn back, and you will again go here. Now you will again reduce here y. Once you hit here, encounter x, you will make it x minus 1, and you will go to back to this number. Now what you will do, you will convert it again to the y minus 1, and you will keep hustling. So suppose, imagine if there are only 3 elements, what is the case when it can be whole, both 3 elements can be 0 before moving to outside of the range. So one case is if y is equal to x, then it can be possible. Suppose take it as 2 and 2, so you have made it 1, then you come back here, you make it 1, you make it here 0, but you change direction here, and you make it 0 again. So one case is y is equal to x. Now there is one more case. When what happens, suppose if x is 3 and y is 2, in that case what you are doing, suppose see, you went to the right direction. So what will happen, you make it 2, you come here, you make it 1, you go back again, you make it 1, you make it 0, you return back, and you make it 0 again. So there is also one more chance. If you go to the right, so what are the possible conditions for the answer to be successful? If y is equal to x, and if y is equal to x plus 1, sorry, y is equal to x minus 1. In both the case, if you go to the right, this will be equal. Now we have considered a case for only one element. Suppose what would have happened if there would be any 0? Nothing, because suppose there was uh, 0, and suppose we have something, a big number like 12. So what would happen, 3 would have finished first, so we would have move ahead. And suppose here we have 9. See this case, suppose we have 0 here, there is nothing, 3 would be finished first, Then we will move again to the 0 0. This would also be 0, you will also be 0, so you will be moving here again. It will be a normal process and you will start reducing a 9. So you will start reducing all the numbers. So what is the conclusion, what you can derive is, for any 0, the case for that, if we start moving in a particular direction right, so the case for it to be 0 means the operation to be successful, it is to valid. There is two possible ways. If the sum on left side is equal to the sum on the right side, then it is possible. And a second way is that if the sum on right side is greater than uh, left side by 1 only, then also you can get answer, and you can get a valid way if you choose the right direction. If y is equal to x, you can go right or left, that is not an issue. But if x is equal to, if any direction is one more than the other direction, so then you have only one way to go from that 0. So now let us see the solution for that. It is in Python. So what I have taken, I have taken the sum of whole array nums, and this is the suffix and this is the prefix. Answer is 0. For x in nums, what I am doing, if x is not equal to 0, if x is not equal to 0, what I will do, I will just for every 0, solution is for every 0 we need to check whether the sum on left side is equal to the sum on the right side. So what we are doing here is, if it is not 0, then we do not need to check. So we are reducing the suffix by x and prefix, adding prefix x to the prefix. But if it is 0, we are checking if prefix is equal to suffix, then our answer increases by 2. Why? Because you can either go left or you can either go right. But if any one side is, there is difference, absolute difference is 1, then what you can do, answer is 1, because in you can move to a particular direction uh, in which side the sum is more one more than the other side. So you have one valid way from that. So we are left returning answer. So that is solution for this.